Listen carefully, for time is thinner here than parchment held to flame. What you are about to witness is not merely a dungeon, but a wound in history itself. Within these halls, past and future feed upon one another. A dark king waits at the heart of it, a king of bone, memory, and stolen years. But the cruelest truth is this: he was not always a king. He was once a seeker, a mortal, a man with companions, a man not unlike one among you. If the cycle is allowed to complete, then what has already happened will happen again. The dead will inherit the living, and choice itself will be shackled. Go now, descend into the fracture, break the loop. And if you must slay what you once loved, then do so before time teaches it to hate you. At last you stand before the ancient threshold, stone worn by age, roots clutching at its sides, and water whispering from the dark beyond. This is the mouth of the dungeon. And yet, the gate is not locked. How curious. No chain bars your way, no seal warns you back. It is as though the dungeon wishes to be entered, as though something within already knows you have come. As you step across the threshold, the air changes at once. Damp, stale, close with the smell of rot and old stone. Then you see them. Bugs. Countless bugs, crawling over the walls, clinging to the ceiling, skittering through cracks in the mortar like the dungeon itself has begun to move. And beyond them, silk. Great strands of webbing stretched across the passage, thick ropes of it hanging from the stonework, freshly spun, trembling. Wait. There, movement in the webs, shapes shifting in the dark. Too large to be vermin, too many to be ignored. Arm yourselves, adventurers. You are not alone in this place, and the dungeon's first defenders are already upon you. The party steps over torn webs and crushed broodlings. The skittering in the walls grows louder. From the shadows ahead, a massive spider descends slowly on a thick strand of silk, her many eyes reflecting torchlight. Her voice is cold, regal, and hungry.
So, you are the ones who have been crushing my children beneath your boots. You tear through my brood and still walk forward, as though you are hunters, as though this nest belongs to you. It does not. This place has fed us for years beyond memory. We have dined upon the unwanted dead, the broken bodies, the scraps and cast-offs left behind by things fouler than you. But you are fresh, warm, strong, frightened, though you try to hide it. Lay down your weapons and allow my children to feed. It will be a kinder death than the one waiting for you deeper in these halls. Do not mistake me for merciful. I do not offer salvation. I offer usefulness. Come quietly, and your passing will be swift. Defy me, and I will wrap you in silk. Keep your hearts beating, and let my brood learn the taste of your living flesh. Choose now, little trespassers. Will you be food, or will you scream first?
The brood queen is fallen, and with her death, the threshold of the dungeon lies broken behind you. Her children scatter into the dark, and the webs of her dominion tremble and fall silent. Yet do not mistake this small victory for safety. You have done no more than survive the mouth of the beast. Press onward, adventurers, and take heed of what lies before you. The air grows colder here, stranger. Along the walls, pale glowstones burn with a sickly, steady light. Their radiance too dim to comfort, yet too clear to conceal the horrors ahead. Beneath your boots, something cracks and crunches. But first you take it for shattered shells, the remains of old eggs crushed underfoot. But when you lower your gaze, a darker truth reveals itself. Bones. Thousands upon thousands of bones scattered across the passage. Small bones, large bones. The remains of creatures and travelers alike, all bleached a ghostly white, as though flesh and marrow had been stripped away by some merciless acid. Be wary now. This is no graveyard born of time alone. Something here feeds not with tooth nor fang, but with hunger more patient, more complete. Wait, do you see it? There, amid the heaps of ruin, a shimmer, a movement, a shape where no shape should be. It rises, a monstrous mass of quivering translucence, vast and vile, gliding silently over the bones it has made. A gelatinous cube of dreadful size. Draw your weapons, adventurers, lest you join the bones beneath your own feet. The vile cube is undone. Its heaving form collapses at last, spilling the half-dissolved remnants of its victims across the stone. What was once a silent tide of hunger is now no more than quivering ruin. Take care where you step, adventurers. Even in death, such a creature leaves corruption in its wake. The bones beneath your feet were not merely its victims, they were its warning. And yet, you endure. You have passed through the web-bound threshold. You have survived the devouring hunger of the shining passage. With each step, the dungeon sheds its lesser masks and reveals more of its design. But be not comforted by victory. These halls were not built for mercy. Every chamber below was shaped to test resolve, to grind hope thin, and to leave only the strongest or the damned. Look ahead now. The corridor opens, and the air begins to change once more. The light grows dimmer, the silence grows heavier. Far below, beyond stone and shadow, something stirs that knows you are coming. Go on, adventurers. The dungeon has not finished with you yet. The path descends, and the dungeon changes once again. The stone beneath your feet grows slick, then vanishes altogether beneath a stretch of black, stagnant water. A foul stench rises from it, rot, mildew, and the sour breath of things long drowned. This place is waterlogged, adventurers. What was once a hall of worked stone has become a flooded channel, half swallowed by filth and time. The water lies waist-deep before you, dark and putrid, its surface broken by drifting scum and the pale shimmer of things unseen moving just below. You may press forward through the flood, feeling your way step by cautious step through the mire. Or you may attempt the walls, ancient stonework rising on either side, narrow with age, slick with moss and dampness, treacherous to hands and boots alike. Choose carefully, for the water is not empty. Listen, do you hear it? The wet croak echoing from the gloom, the splash of sudden movement, the scrape of clawed feet on submerged stone. Something dwells here. More than one thing. Frog-like hunters lurk in these drowned corridors, watching with bulbous eyes from shadow and slime. And deeper still, something older stirs beneath the water. Arm yourselves, adventurers. Whether you wade through the filth or cling to the walls like thieves in the dark, This flooded passage will not yield without blood. The drowned hunters are slain, and the filthy waters settle once more into uneasy silence. Step by step, you emerge from the flooded corridor and stand at last before the first true gate the dungeon has shown you. Ancient, unyielding, marked with runes whose edges seem scorched into the stone itself. And from beyond it comes heat, like the breath of a great beast seeping through the cracks. Be on your guard, adventurers, for where such heat gathers in the dark, there be dragons. As the ancient gate groans open, a wave of heat rolls over you like the breath of a forge. The air within is dry, heavy, and thick with the scent of ash, old blood, and something fouler still. You step through the doorway, and are met by a sight both wondrous and terrible. A dragon, not sleeping upon gold, nor raging in blind fury, but seated in dark majesty within the chamber, its scaled form coiled among ruined stone and scorched bones, and before it, rats. A seething mass of them, gathered at its feet as though listening to some dreadful sermon. Their black eyes gleam in the firelight, their whiskers twitch, their tiny claws scrape over stone in restless hunger. Then the dragon lifts its head. The rats go still, and in the next breath, both beast and vermin turn toward you. The chamber fills with hungry eyes. Be ready, adventurers, for you have interrupted a feast before it began.
Ah, I see supper has arrived. We have been hungry for so very long. These little ones have gnawed bones and scraps and half-rotten things, but such fare does not satisfy forever. No, not like warm flesh, not like frightened flesh. You come stumbling into my chamber armed and hopeful, and still you do not understand. You are not challengers. You are meat. Come closer then. Let my children taste courage before I burn it from your bones.
Behold the fall of a tyrant. The dragon's corpse crashes down, and the green corruption burning within it dies at last. No sermon of hunger follows, no command remains, only silence, and the stench of death laid low. Its rapkin know the truth before you speak it. Their king is dead. See them flee, scratching, squealing, disappearing into the ancient walls as though the dungeon itself would swallow their fear. So ends this dark court of fang and filth. But do not mistake the death of one king for the end of the kingdom. This dungeon still lives, and deeper below, other powers waiting the dark, listening for the sound of your approach. Forward now, adventurers. You have survived flame and rot, but the blackest chamber lies yet ahead. At the rear of the chamber, half veiled in shadow and ruin, stands an open passage with a winding stair of ancient stone spiraling upward into the dark. Step carefully, adventurers, for the air itself grows colder as you climb, though no wind stirs. The stone beneath your feet is dry, yet each step feels heavy, as though you ascend not to a hall above, but into the memory of some long-buried doom. At last, the staircase opens into a vast throne room. Broken banners hang in tatters from the walls. Great pillars rise like gravestones in the gloom, and all about the chamber, the dead begin to stir. Undead. They drag rusted weapons across the stone, Their hollow eyes burn with necrotic light. Their armor is cracked. Their flesh is withered. Their bones gleam pale beneath old ruin. But then you see them clearly. No, not strangers, not forgotten warriors from some ancient war. They are familiar, eerily, horribly familiar. They look like you, adventurers, your faces twisted by death, your forms remade in rot and bone, a mockery of your company assembled in silence before the throne. And beyond this gathering of necrotic echoes, upon a throne wrought of bone and age-blackened stone, an ancient figure stirs. He rises slowly, as though time itself bends to make way for him. Be on your guard, adventurers, for the dead now wear your faces, and their master is about to speak.
At last, you have come farther than the others ever did. Past brood and hunger, past filth and flame, past all the little guardians I set in your path to sharpen you, weaken you, prepare you. And now, at the end, you look upon me and do not yet understand what it is you see. Look closer. Do you not know this face beneath the ruin of age and death? At last you are here. I have been waiting for you. Look closer. Do you not recognize the ruin beneath this age? I am no stranger. I am simply what remains when fear outlives hope, and mortality becomes an insult too great to endure. I sought the secret every mortal craves, eternity. I found it, though it cost me the sky. This kingdom became my cage, a wound in time where I could only wait. But now you have brought me the one thing this tomb cannot provide: flesh as a vessel. Do not view your end as a death. View it as an ascension. For when you fall, you will live on, as me.
Huzzah, adventurers! The future has been struck down by your own hands. Yet take no easy comfort in that triumph, for the shadow of what you might become is not so easily forgotten. Let this place be your warning. Let this battle be your mirror. Whether you learn from it or one day repeat it, only time will tell. Thus ends the 42nd dungeon. My thanks to you, adventurers, for daring its cursed halls and seeing this grim tale through to its end. Yet do not lay down your courage just yet, for another campaign stirs beyond the veil. It is ready, and the question now is not whether you will enter, but whether you will survive. The game of death.